Alright, hi my dear MBA students, come. As promised, this is the video that I have. It is going to educate you on the dividend growth model. So if you remember the dividend growth model, I scribble it on top. A value of a share would be based upon its dividend and how it grows, right? So in this question, this is a common question that you are needed to gain mastery over. They say the dividend for King's ordinary shares 190 next year. This dividend is expected to grow at a rate of 7% for the following 2 years. After that, the growth should drop to 4%, continue at 4% to infinity. Now, if the required rate of return is 12%, which people, this is your R or your cost of equity. Okay? If it is 12%, what is the value of the shares? Now, people, I want you to know that before you activate this formula, it's a bit like a superhero, okay? You can't just activate him whenever you wish and curse that aeroplane, okay? Guys, to activate this formula, there are two conditions that need to be met. Okay? 1, growth must be constant. 2, it must stretch to infinity. And people, that only happens here. Okay? Not here. So here it is not. Here it only grows at 7% for the following 2 years. This does not stretch to infinity. So you do not activate the formula when we deal with the 7%. You only activate it at a point of 4%. It is constant, 4%. It goes to infinity, yes, according to your question. So let's deal with this. We put a timeline. This is where we are now. They are telling you your next dividend, year 1, is 190. Then after that, it's going to grow by 7%. Okay? So 190, it grows by 7%. People, I think should be no problem. Can you just make it grow by 7% times 1.07? You will get for yourself an answer of 2.033. Okay? And the question says the growth of 7% is for the following 2 years. So just make it grow by 7% yet again. $2.175. Now at this juncture, your next stage is very important. Now your next stage, they say from here forth, you will grow at, after that, right? The growth should drop to 4% and continue at 4% to infinity. Which means, in year 4, your dividend will be just a 4% growth. And people, this is not a professional video. So, yep, you have, oh my goodness, someone is messaging me like crazy. Okay, so you have all this ambient noise. If it has to be professional, I have to record it at midnight. That, you know, affects my marriage life as well. Now, so bear with all the ambient noises, okay? So here, your dividend is 2.262. Alright? And from here forth, it then grows and grows and grows to infinity. And this is where the superhero will appear. Okay? Assuming this is your superhero with a cape. Flowing cape. Wow, not bad, my drawing. Impressed. I'm impressed with myself. Now people, your superhero formula is this. You can only activate him from year 4. Alright, because there, what are the conditions again? Your growth must be constant. Yup. It must stretch to infinity. Yes. Okay. Activate the hero. Alright. Now, how do we do this? How we activate it is we just put in the price equal to. Now, this is the slightly difficult part. Here, you just put in the dividend. Alright? D0 actually works out to be this. Okay? Because when I'm at this part, one period back, this can be considered as D0. Alright? So, you put it like this, times 1.04. We already worked out the amount. Divide by R, 12%, G, 4. Now people, what do I get then? 2.175 times 1.04 divide by 0.08. You get this. Alright, now guys, which year is it at? This is extremely important. Which year is this at? It is valued at 28.275, but which year is it at? Now, to solve this question, you need to ask yourself the dividend that you are putting here. Which year is this dividend? Okay, so I'll just bracket this, and don't mind, I just pull it downwards, and you have to ask yourself this question, right? Okay, 2.175 times 1.04, we all know that dividend amount is 2 point like this. Okay, you must ask yourself, which year is this dividend? Now we clearly see it is in year 4. Now people, the formula blindly takes it and brings it one period back. You remember in the lecture I kept telling you the formula is unconscious. It will just blindly take whatever number and bring it one period back. And that is why it is vital. You have to ask yourself the dividend amount that we calculated, 2.262, right? This is the amount we calculated. Which year is it? It is in year 4. You are going to blindly take it, bring it one period back, and therefore you bring it back to year 4 minus 1. You bring it back to year 3, yeah? Which you see I'm attempting to do. Alright? So it would then be, which year is this at? Answer, year 3. Alright? Now some students make common mistakes such as, instead of taking the final amount, the dividend, a mistake which I'll write and I'll rub off later, they say, oh, you know, this was year 3 dividend, 2.175. So I'll just bring it 1 year back and I'll say my answer is year 2. Now people, no. Take the final amount that you are using. If you need to force yourself to do so, then always put the top as just a single amount. So you just put 2.262 at the very top. Condense your working into a single amount and ask this single amount which year is it in. So here, year 4. Alright, so bring it back, it will be year 3. So now, okay, good. We are done. I now know that, number 1, at year 3, I have a value of 28.275. Okay? Can put there actually as a cash flow value of 28.275. Now this 28.275, what did it capture? Remember, it is the superhero formula. You are capturing from year 4 this dividend all the way to infinity. That's why you really need a superhero. It goes all the way to infinity. So the cash flows from year 4 to infinity, congratulations, you have condensed it into 28.275 a cash flow, but this is as at year 3. Now people, what I want you to do, bring this to year 0. Brought to now, year 0, you would then get 28.275 times 1.12 power minus 3, okay? You will get this 20.13. Let's round it. Alright, now I have gotten the cash flows from here all the way to infinity. I have gotten it in present value already. But people, do not forget, this is not the only cash flow you will get from your share. What about the 190 here? What about the 2.033 here? What about the 2.175 dividend here? Bring them all to present value as well. And this is simple, okay? So, present value, 190, this is in year 1. So, times 1.12 power minus 1. 1.69. Yeah, let's round it. I round it to 1.7. So people, even though there's an aeroplane, I'm sure you can see this is just ritualistic, no? It's ritualistic. It's really like just your time value of money ritual. You just discount every cash flow you have according to the year that you are receiving it. And people, how many present values do you have? Present value of the first cash flow, present value of the second cash flow, present value of the third one, and don't forget the last guy below. So I now want to ask, what is your total present value? This will be the value of your share, right? Because if you recall, the value of our share is nothing but this, right? Present value of all cash flows. This is the way we value our shares. So now I've gotten the present value of all of them. First, second, third, and the final big guy. I just add them up. Totaling now is a very straightforward exercise. And folks, answer I get $25. Wow, what a coincidence, huh? Such a nice number. Now, people, let's do a recap. What have you learned here? Number 1, when I give you a share that has multiple dividends, you need to get the present value of all of them. Okay, so let's do like a sort of recap. Number 1, main ideas. Number 1, value of share is via discounting all cash flows. Okay, so I went to find the present value of all of them. I found this guy, I found this guy, this guy, this guy, all the way to infinity. Boom, I found all of them. I got them and I went to discount. Now, we discount using the dividend growth model, the superhero, only when the 2 conditions are met. So this, your superhero, you cannot use him right at the beginning. He only appears at the end when your conditions are met. What are the conditions? There must be constant growth, and there was at 4%, and it must stretch to infinity. Also, we got that, right? Okay, so this occurred at this juncture. Now, after you use the formula, please remember the formula is blind, unconscious, unfeeling. It will give you an answer, but you will need to say which year is this at. And we did explain this will be at year 3. So you need to further discount it to year 0. And that is what we get for the present value. Okay? So when I ask what are the present, or what is the present value for the cash flows from year 4 to infinity, your answer 20.13. Now, what about those guys not captured by the formula? Okay, we discount them individually. Alright, like this fella, this fella, this fella, all left out, right? Then take them one by one. 1, 1, 1. Okay, finally add them all up. Okay. And with that, people, you now have a video. If you like it a lot, I wish I had a channel. I should set up a channel. I think I should. I think I will. Okay, one day, soon. Alright, but anyway, if you like it, you can't like, you can't subscribe, you can't do anything, but you can just watch it every day. Okay, people, if you like it, I'm going to end it here. If you have any questions about it, feel free to put on Telegram or email me. Okay, thank you, people. Important, that's why I'm doing this. It's not that I'm free, you know. I'm so busy, but I'm doing this because, guys, this is an important concept and question. Alright, so get it in. Thank you, and I'll see you in class. Alright.